Good morning, students. Welcome back. In this session, I am going to teach you how to write a simple Java program. Here, every Java program must be saved with the extension with .java. We can save a Java file with the name .java. And now we can discuss how to print a simple hello Java word in a Java programming language. Then how we can write? First we can declare a class with a class name hello word. Example. The class name and the saving a Java program both are must be same. Class hello world example. In this I am going to declare a main function, that is public static void main. In this I am going to pass a string x. In main function we are going to print a hello Java with system.out.println. This system.println Java going to print a hello Java word. Then closing bracket for the main, closing bracket for the class. This is a simple hello word example to print a hello Java word. Then to compile this we are going to javac dot simple dot java to execute that Java simple. In command prompt we are going to type a javac simple dot java for compilation, for execution Java simple. This is a example for the simple Java programming to print a hello Java word. Now we can discuss one by one what are all the parameters we are used in a first Java program. First we can declare a class. Every Java program is a class definition. According to first line, class declaration can be done with the class keyword. First, this is class declaration must be declared with the class keyword with a class name in a Java. And second, every Java program must be consist of opening brace and closing brace at the starting point and end point of the program. Then next we can declare a public static void main string x. This is your main program. The execution of the Java program is starting from here only. That is public static void main. Here public is a keyword that can be accessed modifier with a all visibility mode. It means public can represent the visibility mode. Then static. Static is a keyword. If we declare any methods as a static, it is known as static method. And the main advantages of this is no need to create an object to invoke the static method. The method executed by the JVM. JVM means Java Virtual Machine. It doesn't require any object to invoke the main method. Because of this reason, it saves the memory. This is the use of static keyword. Now we discussed class, public, static. Then next, void. Void is a return type of the method. It means it doesn't return any value. Void doesn't return any value. Then next one is main. Main, the every Java program represent a main, the starting point of the program. The program execution can be start with the main itself only. Then next one is string args. Why we declare the string args in a main method with a bracket? For passing a command line argument, we are use a string args. We can discuss the string args deeply in the next sessions. The next one is system.out.println. It is used to print a statement. Previous only I am told that for that printing a hello Java, we can use system.out.println. Here system is a class, out is a object, println is a object of the print stream class. These all are the parameters used in the writing the simple hello Java program. I hope you all are understand with these parameters. Next, we are going to discuss Java array concept. How we can write a array programs in a Java. Java array is an object which contains elements of a similar data type. Java array is an object which contains elements of similar data type. It means only int elements can have integer type variables and float contain floating point variables. Like that, Java array is an object which contain elements of a similar data type. The element of an array are stored in a continuous memory allocation. It means one by one. We can store an array element one by one. Data structure where we store a similar element. It is a data structure. Java array is a data structure where we are store a element which are similar. First one is Java array is an object which contain element of a similar data type. Second point is the element of an array are stored in a continuous memory location. Third point is data structure where we store similar element. We can store only a fixed set of elements in a Java array. Here in Java programming language, we can store only a fixed set of elements in a Java array. In Java, array is an object of a dynamically generated class, and it also inherits the object class, implement the serialization as well as connable interface. We can store a primitive value of an object in a array in a Java. Like C and C++, We can also create a single dimension and multi-dimensional arrays in a Java. Java supports a single dimensional and multi-dimensional array in Java to write programs. Here the example of the array, how we can store the array elements in a memory location. The first we can assign a array value with a 10, then it starting with a 0 to 9. The starting point of the first index of the array element is 0, second is 1, 2, 3 up to so on 9. If we declare an array element with 10, it going to start with the index with the 0, 0, 1, 2, 3 up to 9 index we can declare in this array. It is the best example of the array, how we can store the elements in a with the index. If we going to assign a array with a 5, then also it going to start with the index 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elements. If the array declared with the 5, then it going to store with the 0 index up to 4. Then now we can discuss the advantage and disadvantage of the array in a Java programming language. First one advantage is code optimization. It makes the code optimization. We can retrieve and sort the data efficiently. Sort means if we have some element or some numbers in a array with a unsort order, it means first in array first element is 9, second element is 8, 2, 1. It can be sort with the 1, 2, 8, 9. The main advantage of the array is code optimization. Second one is random access. We can get any data located at a index position, and also that index position start with the 0 index. And the disadvantage is size limit. We can store only fixed size of element in an array. It doesn't grow its size at a runtime. To solve this problem, collection framework is used in Java, which grows automatically. The advantages are code optimization, random access. Disadvantage is size limit. Then next we are going to discuss types of array. There are two types of array in Java. First one is single dimensional array and multi-dimensional array. First one is single dimensional array. Single dimensional arrays are declared with a single array. Multi-dimensional array are declared with a multiple arrays in a programming. First one is single dimensional array. Single dimensional array is declared with syntax any data type with the array value, any number of array element can be declared with the array, or data type parenthesis array, or data type array parenthesis. Any type. Here these are 3 examples. Any type we can declare a array in a Java. Then here the examples for the single dimensional array. First we declared a class name is the test array. We can declare a class name is test array, then opening brace, then main function, that is public static void main string args, opening braces, int array equal to new int of 5. This is the declaration of the array. The array size is 5. Here a of 0 is 10. Earlier only I am told that the array index is start from 0 itself. Because of that, a of 0 equal to 10, a of 1 equal to 20, a of 2 equal to 70, a of 3 equal to 40, a of 4 equal to 50. For this, for loop, for int I equal to 0, I is less than a dot length, that is array length, then I plus plus. In this we are going to print a of I element. We use system.out.println statement for printing a array element. Opening closing brace of the main, closing brace for the class. The output for this is the 10, 20, 70, 40, 50. Here the in index what are all the values we are going to pass, that will be the output for the array element. This is the single dimensional array example. Then next is multi-dimensional array in a Java. In this, data is stored in a row and column based index. It is also known as matrix form. In single dimensional array, we are going to print only single lines, but in multi-dimensional array we are going to print elements in a row and column based index. Syntax for declaring a multi-dimensional array in a Java are data type. Here it is there, see, data type parenthesis for double, because it is a multi-dimensional array. We are going to pass a multiple values in an array. Array reference variable or data type parenthesis array reference value, data type array reference value for double parenthesis, or data type parenthesis array reference value parenthesis. These 4 ways are there. We can use any one ways to declare a multi-dimensional array in a Java. And it is an example to multi-dimensional array to instantiate in double parenthesis array with a new keyword int, in parenthesis declared a value for a 3 and 3. This is an example for 3 rows and 3 columns. We have to print the values. Example is, see here, example is array, the index value starts from 0, the value is 1, array 0 1 is 2, 0 2 is 3, array 1 0 is 4, array 1 1 is 5, array 1 2 is 6. Here array of 0 of 1, that value is 2, array of 0 of 2 of value is 3, so on up to array of 2 of 2, the value is 9. This is how we initialize a multidimensional array in a Java programming language. Here the examples for the multidimensional array in a Java. Here we declare a class with a test array 3. This is the name of the class. The main is public static void main string args. Declaration and initialization of arrays int array double parenthesis in bracket, the value going to be passed 1 2 3 2 4 5 4 4 5. These are the value to print a multidimensional array. For this for loop, for I equal to int I equal to 0, I is less than 3, I plus plus 3. For I int j equal to 0, j is less than 3, j plus plus 2. For printing a array of I and j elements, we are going to use a system.out.print. Then closing for loop, closing for loop, closing for main method and closing brace for class. The output of this multidimensional array is, see here, 1 2 3 2 4 5 4 4 5. This is the main example for the multidimensional array in a Java programming language. I hope you all are understand. Then next we discussed a jagged array. This is the one of the array in a Java. If we create a odd number of columns in a 2D array, it is known as jagged array. Odd numbers, it means not even numbers. First, in previous example we print a even element, this that is 1 2 3 2 4 5 4 4 5. But here the odd numbers we are going to print, that is known as jagged array. In other words, it is an array of array with a different number of columns. Jagged array means array of array with a different number of columns. The example for the jagged array is, first we declared a class test jagged array. Main method for this is public static void main string args. Declared array elements int array of double parenthesis equal to new int of 3 parenthesis array of 0 1 2, the value is 3 4 2. Next initialization is int count equal to 0 and for loop int I equal to 0, I is less than array dot length, this is length of the array, I plus plus. For j int j equal to 0, j is less than array of I dot length, j plus plus. E of ij equal to count plus plus. For increasing the array element by 1, the count plus plus is increasing the element with the 1. For printing, same here, system.out.println. For array of I j equal to, then closing brace for the for loop, closing brace for the for loops, and closing brace for the main method and class. The output for this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In first line only 3 elements, in second line 4 elements, in third line only 2 elements can be printed. This is the example for the jagged array. Thank you.